Hi, what you're looking at here is the star card from my Rider-Waite-Smith tarot deck. The astrology associated with this card is Aquarius, which is ruled by the planet Uranus. In the Kabbalah, it is the 28th pathway of Tzadi. And I'm probably not pronouncing that right. The path of intelligence. It connects Netzach with Yosod. The chakra associated with this card is the crown chakra. The element associated with this card is air. And numerically, it is key 17. So all possibilities of 17 and 8, which is the strength card, by the way. The key words associated with this card in an upright position are hope, renewal, creativity, inspiration, generosity, healing, positivity, faith, rejuvenation. In reverse, it is despair, lack of hope, creative block, boredom, negativity, lack of faith, and despondent. This card is also a yes card. So when I first look at this card, I find it funny because, everybody says this is the card of hope and faith. And it truly is. But I see someone who is bearing their soul to the world. They are naked even. It's almost like, so Adam and Eve awoke to their nakedness, and they were ashamed. Here, she is embracing it. This is the truth. This is the reality of it. And for me, this shows our vulnerability is also our strength. It is beautiful. And to me, this card is the card of self-awareness. I've always, when I see it, I think of the higher consciousness. So I believe that this is because she is tapped in, Okay, so, but when this card comes up in a card reading, it means to have faith, because regardless of everything you might have suffered, because this comes after the Tower, you now are seeing the light in the truth of all of it. And now the universe is going to bless you because of it. You have found just how strong you truly are. So the symbolism I find very unique too. When you first look at this, I see the maiden, I see the stars. She has jugs in her hands that she's pouring water out of. There's a tree behind her. There's a bird. There's also the mountain in the background, which is probably, a lot of the symbolism that we see are all throughout the Rider-Waite-Smith tarot deck. There's a pool. And then, where she is pouring it out, I think that would be her left hand. There are called rivulets. It's the path, these different paths that this water is taking. So who is the woman? I believe the woman is you. The woman is me. But she could be the Empress. She's standing in water and on land. She has yellow hair. She could also be the High Priestess. The High Priestess is all about the super consciousness, everything beyond the veil, everything that is hidden. Well, here it is all, the truth is just being, shown here with no apologies. We also see stars. This I do find interesting because I couldn't really find what the actual symbolic message is here about the stars. So I think it's open to interpretation. The star, obviously our sun is a star. It's the main focal point here besides the woman. And I feel like there's 8 stars altogether. obviously the one in the middle is the life force. It is the sun. And then the 7 could be, it's very symbolic alone. You know, you have 1 and 7. That makes 8. And then you have, so the 7 could be our chakras. It could be, I believe, the dimensions or the levels that we upgrade to in the consciousness to meet the sun. That's just, you know, again, that's open to interpretation. But with them each having, you know, 8 rays, to me, that is very symbolic of strength again, or even eternity. So looking at the landscape, I see, you know, to me, that mountain in the background is almost like, you know, okay, we came from the Tower card. So here again is that mountain that is kind of represents, you know, life as far as like the struggles and the hurdles that we have. And some say that the mountain is the spiritual manifestation in the 3D world, you know. So, and again, it's like it reminds us that everything that we do and say, we create because of that, you know. So that's our mindset. We also see there's a tree in the background, which I believe that's a tree of life, you know. And then the bird on top, I believe that is symbolic. You know, birds are messengers. So, and here he looks like this could be, he has a long beak, and they say that he is like the ibis bird, which has been associated with Thoth, who is the god of wisdom, writing, and magic. So, and they bring, again, they're messengers bringing messages from the spirit realm to Earth, or vice versa. We see that she is here, you know, holding these jugs, pouring water out. That is like Aquarius, the water bearer. So that is, that's kind of explains itself. There's 5 rivulets, and each one of those could represent the 5 senses. We have sight, sound, smell, taste, and touch. And again, this is all being experienced in the 3D. But here, and she's also pouring water into the pool, which could be the universal consciousness or the Akashic records, memories. So, and then we access that by meditation. And if you look at the way she is, it looks like the way her body is, like she is in meditation. And then again, the rivulets are all flowing back into that pool, into the memories. So this card is very, it's such a big card for me. I believe that, you know, I am a life path 8, and in fact a 17/8. So very symbolic for me. This card is the reaching those higher levels of consciousness. We come from the Tower, you know, to this card, to the star, hope. But why? Because everything, you know, from the Tower, everything gets taken away. You know, again, I said how the mighty have fallen. So, but that's not the end. That is the beginning. And here we have, you know, the calm after the storm. And you know, for me, tarot plays out in my life. And it's one of the reasons I love it so much, because there is a lesson with everything. And this card is, I know that's why I'm here. You know, I know that's why I'm here, to remember my divinity and always upgrade. So I thank you again for staying with me, and I'll see you in the next one.